Joy, we're coming off of a little bit of a challenging weekend for the team, but prior to that, we'd seen signs that things were getting turned around. A really good win at George Fox, taking Whitman to the last few seconds of the game. And what was it that had flipped the switch for this team to play better?
I think we've been practicing better, for sure, and that's carried over to games. And even though this last weekend wasn't, at least results-wise, what we were looking for, we had some really, really good stretches in both games. Right now the thing is that we have some pretty long stretches where there's just a drought for us offensively. And so we're, obviously working to hopefully get on the other side of that for these upcoming games.
This past weekend, the loss at Linfield was a heartbreaker, losing on a last-second shot. What does it say about this team that you're able to come back the next night and almost beat a really good Pacific team on the road?
Resilient. There's a resilient bunch. Could we have done a couple of things differently at Linfield? Yeah. But at the same time, in our conference, you got to have pretty short memory. We don't really have time to sit in our discomfort or grief, for lack of a better word, about a loss the previous night, where we have to turn the page pretty quickly, and good game plan. Just a couple of things down the stretch, especially in the third quarter. We struggled in the third quarter, even in the beginning of the fourth quarter, where Pacific made the run, and we didn't really have enough to respond. But we definitely, those last 2 minutes, we put ourselves in a position to potentially win the game, and just super proud of how resilient the group is and how hard they've been working.
How is it having, even though she had to play limited minutes, how is it having Megan back?
It's huge. I know she's been working hard to get back, and she's been chomping at the bit to get back on the floor, and it's really nice to have your leader back. Just being able to do what she can in the limited time that she was able to play. And for us defensively, it's a big deal. She's since she's been here, she's anchored our defense, and so we've missed Megan's ability to make us really flexible on the defensive end. So it's really nice to have her back.
This weekend we're heading to Tacoma. We're going to play a couple of teams that were able to beat us on our home floor last month. What can we do to turn things around against PLU and Puget Sound?
PLU, again, for us defensively, we gotta be able to show up and do the job a little bit better and rebound versus the last time. PLU is a little bit different than they were the first time they were here. They've got two kids in particular right now that are getting a lot of shots, and they're their leading scorer, and Josie Napoli and Ava Edmonds. And so that's going to be a big part of our game plan is trying to limit those two for PLU. And UPS, they're having a great season, and they're a team that wants to speed the game up 1,000 times, and we just have to play at our pace, not their pace. Take care of the basketball is going to be a big deal in both games. And in the games that we have taken care of the ball, we give ourselves a shot to win, especially towards the end of the game. And so over these last couple of games, we've done a really good job of taking care of the basketball, and we're expecting to do that this weekend, and hopefully come out with 2 wins, a little bit of payback from the first time around. And honestly, we're playing much better basketball at this point in the season.